fly, we keep it Indian. Rapping all the billions, better from Melbourne to Michigan. We used to living with villains and I'm from killing.
So hello everyone, this is Barbie Chatterjee here. So today I am going to do this Thunder God kind of makeup look. So I am going to use the Wet n Wild foundation in the shade Desert Beige first, and I am going to use the You Can Be face painting palette. And I'm going to mix the black shade with the foundation to make it a little bit of kind of gray, kind of deep gray shade. So I am applying that all over my face and I am just going to blend it out. Then I'm going to use the Miss Claire's full coverage concealer under my eyes and on my eyelids. So this is kind of is going to give me a very highlighted kind of effect which I want actually. So you can see I have applied it in a V shape and I'm just blending it out with a flat foundation brush. Then I am not going to set it now. I'm going to use the Beauty Glazed eyeshadow palette and I'm going to use this black shade from the palette and apply that all over the lid up until the crease. Don't take it above your crease because it's going to be hard to blend. Then I am just going to blend out the black shade. I'm not using any other shades over here because I just want the black tones. And now I'm going to use the SFR Hated with Love eyeshadow palette. I'm using this gray shimmer shade, and then again I use this blue shimmer shade, dark blue kind of shimmer shade on top of the black shimmer shade. I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. And then I'm going to use the Beauty Glaze Color Studio palette again. I'm going to use the same black shade to fill into my eyebrows. So as this is a gray kind of makeup, like I have painted my face a dark gray, so over here if we don't do proper black eyeshadows, like proper black brows, then we won't be able to see the brows actually. Like if I use a brown shade, the brow would be looking too light. So again, using the same black shade, I'm going to smoke it on my lower lash line too with the help of a pencil brush. So I'm smoking it out and connecting it to my upper eyelids, and then using the Color Feel Beauty sketch eyeliner, I am going to draw a black line or a very long ass wing liner on my lid, and then using this black kajal from Faces Canada, I am going to tight line my lower lash line. And then I am going to use the Swiss Beauty's translucent powder. This is the prime and set mattifying loose powder, so I'm using it under my eyes to just set everything because under eyes do crease. And then again, using the same palette, I'm using the black shade as my contour. So I am going to contour my cheekbones, my forehead, and everything like usually where we contour, using the black shade from the You Can Be palette. And then I am again going to use the black shade for contouring. So I actually tried applying the black shade and it went patchy. I just don't know why, but yeah, it's a good palette, but the quantity you get is very less because I just used this palette once. I'm just giving a mini review of the product. So now I'm going to use this Wet n Wild's contour kit. This is in the shade Caramel Toffee and I'm using the banana shade from the palette, and I am reverse contouring my face. So the You Can Be palette actually has very less quantity because I use this shade for the first time and I have already hit the pan in it. So then I am going to use this beautiful red shade from the Beauty Glaze palette and apply that on my cheeks. So first I tried applying it with a brush, but the pigmentation wasn't that great while I was using that brush. So I used the beauty blender and dabbed it on my cheeks, and now it just looks perfect. So next again, I'm going to use this black or gray shimmer shade and then apply that on my cheekbones as my highlighter. I'm also applying that on the bridge of my nose, cupid's pull, inner corners, brow bone, and my forehead too. So I am going to use this as my highlighter shade. So I'm using a darker highlighter shade as of course I have painted my face a little bit darker. Then I'm using this duochromatic kind of shade from the SFR Hated with Love palette, and again topping it off. Then I'm using the Lakme Absolute lipstick. Oh, I'm I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm just going to dab it on. I'm not like applying the lipstick fully. So the shade name will be mentioned in the description box, so don't worry about that, you can check it out. I guess the shade is number 20. And then I'm going to use this palette again, and using the white shade I'm just going to make small dots on my cheeks, and I am going to highlight my cupid's pull over here, as you can see. And then I also applied that on my collarbone to make it more prominent, and just blending it out with a beauty blender. And again I'll do the same dotting thing on my collarbone too. And then with the help of this light blue shade I am going to draw clouds on my forehead. Then I am going to fill the light blue shade in the cloud, and then I'm going to use the dark blue shade from the You Can Be Face and Body Painting palette, and I am going to just outline the portion below the cloud. So I'm just outlining it to like give it more definition. After doing that, with the use or with the help of the white shade, I am going to just draw thunder around the clouds, like thunder looking kind of lines around the clouds. Then I'm using the Maybelline Falsies mascara and applying that on my lashes. And for lashes I've used the pack M73 lashes. It's beautiful, and I hope you like this. Please subscribe to my channel and share it with